Aunt Pat needs a pocket to put her phone and her clicker in. So we are going to make her one. I hope you enjoy. So let's get busy and let's make one. Okay.
I wander so aimless, my filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light. I saw.
Alrighty, I have about a yard of material right here. And it looks directional, but it's really not. You have hats going this way and hats going that way. So, but we want to make sure that if we do it, then we're going to want to have it directional. And that means both parts. But I'm going to make this all in one because it's easier to make it on, to do it. Alright, let me see what I do with my paper. Okay, I want a remote control and a cell phone. I need 2 pockets, but if I have 3, if she has anything else, she can put it in that pocket. Okay, so this is going to be the first measurements. You're going to want to measure the seat, what it is from here to here, and write it down. And then you're going to want to measure it from here to here and write it down. Hers is 17 inches, and her remote is 8 inches, and her cell phone is 7 inches. Alright, then whenever you go to measure it across this way, it's 15 inches. So I know I split them up, but I did that on purpose so you'll know the difference in which side was which. Alright, if I put all that together, it's 47 inches. But this is not 47, it's 36, I think it is. I don't know. We're going to measure it and see. We'll see what it is. It's 46, so I'm an inch off, which is not going to hurt anything. Okay, so I'm going to want material and batting, and now I'm going to cut my batting down to where it lines up on my material, and I'm going to make a mark right there. Anything flat will work. Remember, I don't have that much here. Wait a minute, what? Okay, right here it is. I don't have much to work with right now. Everything is still done at the house. Alright. So, let me tell you what my batting is here. So you will know. And it is 13 inches. Alright, now I'm going to put this to the side, line it up all the way down. Now then, this little bit over here, I don't need. Alright, so let's see if I can make this easier for me to cut. Because easier to cut will make everything better. Yeah. And we could use this right here on a rag or whatever we need to. We'll try to get this lined up. And there we go. Now, I do not want a fold in it. The fold will end up making me have more problems, and I don't want that. So, now, we're going to lay it down. Now, I got fuzzy on this side, so I kind of want to ignore it. Alright, now we have this right here, and I am going to cut it down this way, and then that way. Well, it didn't do it. Why not? Let's try it again. And it still ain't doing it. Okay, where's my scissors? Cut it without it. Now we can take this part and we can cut it down to make the lining to go around it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go right on ahead and cut it down to where it is the way I need it. Ripping material is not going to hurt anything. Gives you more accuracy. Alright, so here these two are, and I can take and put them to the side until I get the rest of it made. Now, however, the way I want to do it is I want to take the brighter side of it and lay it down, and then, oh, wait a minute, look, you're getting ahead of yourself, Sandy, quit getting ahead of yourself. Now, put pretty sides together. I want to make sure I have pretty sides. So we're going to put pretty sides together, and it'd probably be easier to cut it that way too, and then that way you ain't got to worry about it. Okay, this is where I washed it. Okay, so lay it all down and lay this right here right on top of it. Lay it all down, and now I think we can handle that. Now let me get down here to my box, because I need, wait a minute, my box ain't here. What did I do with my box? Oh, I gotta go get my box. I had to find another place for it. Since I got it on this, I kind of need to play with it. Alright, now here's my pins. Now we want to be careful with the pins, and we're going to take about an inch and a half inward, and we're going to go down the side and pin it down. This will give us a chance to leave it put together, and got my needle for my quilt over here. The reason why I want to hurry up and jump to this is because we keep on forgetting to get Aunt Pat her phone if we go somewhere. And if it's in her chair, then she will be able to get it anywhere, because she's in the chair a lot, or it's sitting right beside her to where all she has to do is just reach over and get it. And that's the reason why I want to jump to this. The quilt over here, it's not as important as this is to me right now. Alrighty, now what I want to do is I'm going to sew all the way down this way and all the way down this way. I'm not going to worry about doing this side or this side. I'm going to make a tube out of it. So when I go to sew it, I'm going to want to make a straight stitch down this way, and then I'm going to want to oh crubby crap, what's the name of it? A crossover stitch. I'm gonna have to look at the name of it. And a quilting stitch. I'll find the name of it. Alright, so what I want to do now is get busy and see what I can do about getting this sewed down. And I will show it to you when I get done. I hope you can see right here. And let me turn it around here so I get the right way. Now, this is called a loop stitch. Now, the reason why I wanted you to do it one line this way and then do the loop stitch, it makes it a whole lot more sturdier. It'll work better. And then that way, then we don't have to worry about it falling apart real good. I hope this works. It's going to go right between her legs because you can't put it on the arm because the wheel is in the way. So that's the reason why. Alright, let me find my scissors. There they are. Alright. Now, I don't want to lose that. I want to keep that. Now, we are going to turn it right side. Now, Amelia came in and messed with the material, which messed it up. So one side is smaller than the other. Thanks to her. It's not really that bad off, no. That works out good. Right. Now, let me see if I can't put you up a little bit. Kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, we're going to iron this down. And I want to try to make the seam go in the middle down here. So that's going to take a little bit of time to see what we're doing wrong. And we're going to want to iron it down. A little bit of steam ain't going to hurt anything. We can handle the steam. Alright, you're not wanting to do right. There we go. Start you again. Am I going to do this all the way down? Yep, it looks like it. And then I got to do the other side. I'm hoping this right here will work because she needs something to make sure she's got her phone and her clicker, TV changer, whatever you want to call it, because I want her to be able to have what she needs, especially when we're not here. Because if anything ever happens, I want her to be able to get hold of somebody. So hopefully it will work. Sorry, I gotta do it this way, but this is the way that it's got to be done. Sewing machine would be a whole lot more quicker, but I do not have one right now. So I'm going to live with what I've got and try to do things that I need to get done. and things I want to get done. Like this quilt over here. Alright. We can turn this right here off now. We're done with it. Alright. I want to take, and I'm going to sew a line down this side and down this side to make it more sturdier. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. Alright, let's get busy and let's get this sewed down. I don't know why I pulled out that board. I don't need it. So, alrighty. Here we go with that. Alright. We are done with this. And every once in a while I back stitch. And I got it all the way down on both sides. Now we're going to take one of these and we are going to put one down here. You really don't need that much. So I'm going to cut it down. That way I got a piece left. Alright. I'm going to do one side and take a look at it. Then I'll do the other side. For right now, we're going to get busy and we're going to do one side of it. And then that way, we'll have this one side done. I'm going to have to pretty soon stop because it's getting too dark out here. What I do here, okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this one so I don't have to do it later. Make sure that it is, I'm not doing it inside outwards. I don't want to do that. Alright. So, now, I'm going to take one and put it down here, and I'm going to make sure I don't put the white on here, so I'm going to go up, and then it should, yeah, right there. I'm not going to have to go all the way to the end. Oh boy, that is not what I wanted to do, but we're going to do it anyway. I can't cut this off now because I've already sewed it by hand, and all I'll do is cut my stitches, and I don't want to do that. It would mess everything up. So I should have thought about that before, but I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew this down, and I'm going to fold this in and flip it and sew it again, and that, and the other side as well. Alright, so let's get busy on that. Get that done. Alrighty, it's time to put the pockets on. Now, if you look, I have both of these folded over this way, so this is the longer side and this is not. So I do want to turn it over, and that way this is on the outside of where the pocket's going to be. Now, I want to go up 6 inches on my pocket. A little bit less or a little bit more is not going to hurt, but you don't really want it around 7 because you're going to have your moat and your phone in here. Let me go get them so I can show you what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see if I can't turn this off. Okay, here's her remote. It will go down in here. Will lay right there. And then here is her phone, which will lay right here. And I think I'm going to want it down a little bit because I want to be able to get her phone. So, let's go down with it. Yeah. Alright, what's the measurement on that? 5. So I went down an inch. That way she could be able to pull her phone out and her remote whenever she needs it. Okay, so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to loop stitch all the way up and down. It's going to have 2 on this side and 2 on this side. And then I'm going to go down the middle and put some stitches to make the pockets. Alright, I guess we'll show it to you when we get done with that. Alright. Oh, I also want to iron this. I heated up my iron especially for this, because it will make it easier to work with. Alright. Now, we'll turn everything off. Everything. Alrighty. Now, we can get busy on this and get this done. Alright, I have the long part back here hanging down. I don't want it dragging the ground because it would make it worse. Alright, now let's look at the front of it. No, no! What are you doing? No! Alright, now we have it right here. She has her phone and her clicker, and in that way it sets just right. Alright, we'll see you later. She's not ready to put on a camera.